Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Entech Online, where we discuss tomorrow's technology today. We have with us Dr. Charudita Patak, editor of Entech magazine, with us, and we are going to discuss lot many things, including wearable technology. But before getting there, I just wanted to get his views in terms of what exactly is this Entech magazine intended to do for our audience.
Yeah, that's a good question. Basically, we started Entech magazine with an intention to apprise our audience, particularly all stakeholders in higher education, about the STEM opportunities and career. So there are like many opportunities, and the thing which is happening today, the technology, science, it is evolving at a higher rate. The technology is changing, as we all know, and the pace is increasing day by day. So the basic intention behind this was to make aware the students, their parents or teachers or even professors about what is happening all over the world or globally, because we cannot remain isolated. And
Yes.
this will help them to understand what will be future technology, tomorrow's technology. And if they understand what can be like demand in the future, they can prepare today. They can plan for today. They can explore their passion. They can study. They can upgrade their skills so that they are well prepared for tomorrow's technology, and their chances of employability will increase.
Okay. So if I want to summarize this, your first audience is students, right? Where
Yes.
we kind of encourage their interest and tell them what are the career paths available, what is new thing which are happening into technology world. Number two
Yes.
are educators, right? Professors, higher education, teachers, and so on and so forth. And number
Influencers.
three and number three, most important is common public, who would like to know in a very simple language as to what is happening in the technology world and what real life applications are there and how does it change my life going forward, right? I think
Exactly.
that's the summarization. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So what we will discuss today, doctor, something on wearable technology.
Yeah, something on wearable technology. I think this has got, yeah,
Okay.
we can
This
we
looks
can see
like some
this.
patch. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay. What is
science
this?
fiction. Yeah,
Hmm.
basically they are like on-body sensors, and
Okay.
as we all wear different kind of smart watches, they
Yes.
also, but uh, they have got some limitations about the sensors which we can put. So basically, they are all non-contact type sensors,
Hmm.
EEGs, PPG sensors, and all these things. But here you cannot put a strain sensor. So
Sorry,
during our
before we get into the technical world, right?
yeah,
Sensor
yeah,
is something which senses something, triggers some action, right?
yes,
And then
yes,
something happens, correct? So that is something which we always do. We have a wearable watch, smart watch, and then we go for a walk, and then it
yes,
measures number of steps, number of kilometers, and then heart rate, and God knows what all, correct?
yes.
So what is so different that we are talking today?
Yeah, this is like particularly with a special population, athletes or sports person or fitness freaks, what we can say, gym goers. So
Okay.
because we need to monitor a lot of parameters for them so that we can
Hmm.
ensure proper training.
Okay.
Even sports persons. So if I
Hmm.
like want to show you, and
Okay.
some parameters can be we can say monitored using non-contact type of technology,
Okay.
like
Hmm.
temperature and all these things. Okay,
Hmm.
but some to monitor something like let us say blood sugar or displacements or strain particularly. So strain is like we measure how much muscles are displaced, and from that data, we can know many things. What is happening to your body or muscles in
Okay.
particular. So and that was like uh, uh, rather that is even today is a
Hmm.
major constraint. Even if we like ignore special population, even for general population, measuring the strength of your muscle, what we call as strength training. Okay, it is very
Hmm.
much important. Okay, like you can
Okay.
see in this video. So
So just tell
lifting,
me something. What is so there is some new way of measuring it. So there is a new sensor which has come into play. Looks like, right? So what
yeah.
is this new sensor? What is it?
So this is, let me first show you a conventional
Uh-huh.
sensors like a strain sensor.
Okay.
And
Oh, okay.
yeah, so the challenge for this sensor is to miniaturize this because we want to fit it into a very
Tiny
small
space.
packaging, yeah, tiny
Hmm.
space or very small package. It's a packaging kind of constraint. The first challenge
Right.
is that, and second is durability because
Hmm.
it it measures displacement, right?
Okay.
So so recent invention caught my mind about this strain sensor. So scientists they claim they have developed flexible strain sensors which is durable,
Mm-hmm.
which can even sustain 100,000, that is 1 lakh cycles. So that is a huge breakthrough, and maybe down the line, uh, in next 4 or 5 years, these sensors will be very common, as what we
Mm-hmm.
wear today's watch, which records our steps, heart rate, and all these things. So this will be one more addition to these parameters what we monitor using our regular smartwatch. There are
Okay.
accelerometers, but this is like a sensor. So this caught
So
my
what you are
attention.
telling me is that there is a sensor newly developed or newly
Yeah,
developed, right? Which
yeah,
basically works on bending it, right? It
yeah.
bends and it senses and it
Yes,
triggers certain action, right? And
yes,
number two, that number of cycles which it can withstand is roughly 100,000, 1 lakh
yes,
cycles, right?
yeah.
And where did you find this research?
So it is published in APL Electronic Devices Journal in
Mm-hmm.
February, and Japanese scientists
Okay.
from Tohoku University and Osaka University, they are pioneer.
Okay.
Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
this is not like theoretical. So
Okay.
it's like they tested it, and up to 1.25%, and
Mm-hmm.
it works on MTJ technology. And the good thing is that
What is
it
that
is,
technology? I'm sorry if I can take you a little back. What is MTJ
yeah,
technology?
it is like magnetic tunnel junction technology, which
Okay.
is like limited to very like high stake labs or space research or a
Hmm.
strategic kind of technology. But now they have like made it available for this kind of wearable technology application. Okay. To put
Just
it in a
because I
simple,
saw here tunnel word, is it something related to quantum tunneling also?
yeah, similar to that, but
Similar to that.
yeah, but not exactly quantum, but because it uses that kind of basics. Okay, because it
So I
uses that.
think very true. So I want students to note one particular thing. So we are talking about something which is variable. So there is a electronics which is involved. Then there is a magnetic, which is material science, which is involved. Then you have got
Yes,
tensile strength, right, which is mechanical, which is
mechanical
getting
is it.
involved. And to bring everything together, obviously you have got data and then analysis and so on and so forth. So just please keep an eye on to what kind of technologies which are getting used. Yeah,
Yes,
go ahead, please.
yeah. So so this is the kind of what we can say aesthetic representation of this what they call as magic.
Right.
As you rightly said, even the physicist can help us because physics is involved
Yeah.
basically, and material
Mm-hmm.
science. So it will be heavy demand. Then because these are all special materials, and
Mm.
as we all know, rare earth materials. So this is a very hot topic for tomorrow, mining. And so mining
Yeah.
engineering,
Maybe.
rare earth materials, it may get
Mm.
they have added this buffer layer so that it absorbs a shock. So this is the
Okay.
novelty in their invention as such.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is
So
buffer.
what next
Yeah.
happening into this? So they
So they
identified,
have,
they added a buffer layer. You got multidisciplinary technology coming into play, real world tested, right? So
yeah.
what next?
So it has got like a gauge factor advantage. It is more
Mhm.
sensitive and minimal power.
Okay.
So that is
Hmm.
again a big challenge. So we have published a lot of stories related to wearable technology in Entech magazine. Uh, uh,
Uh-huh.
since 2024, we are covering this topic and what is happening. So it
The
can be like
wearable.
you are a t-shirt also. So you don't have to wear anything.
Hmm.
That is the thing. Or you can even have a, small addition to your skin. It can fit into your skin. So we can say a hybrid kind of thing which we can do. If like
I
you
think
you
I
are
would like you to, Doctor. Apologies for interruption. You can go back to the the previous slide, right?
Mhm.
What caught my attention is there is no charging which is required for this, right? And yeah, that one, and it can be charged with the body heat.
Minimal, yeah, minimal, yeah. So we have published, yeah. It is one of the possibility. It is one of the possibility. Minimum energy it requires, so you can take that energy
Minimum
from the
energy
body.
required.
Yeah,
Okay, very good. So we are
yeah. It
moving in
happens
terms
like a
of
science fiction.
using yeah, the body heat. Okay. So what
Yeah,
are the real world applications?
yeah. Apart from like as I said, special population like athletes, sports person, even general
Hmm.
population, those who go to gym and do exercise even at home, like
That is one
weightlifting.
section of people.
Then
Yeah.
another is like it can be like uh, rehabilitation, and I think it is
Hmm.
more what we can say important for them, those who require some kind of support.
Yeah.
So it will definitely help them. Then medical monitoring, as then structural health monitoring, not only human but we can continuously monitor with high precision like bridges. So there is less chance now if we use this kind of sensor for catastrophic failure. If it is like
Yeah.
done in appropriate way, then we can experience a possibility of like almost preventing some kind of catastrophic. So
It's a
if we know
continuous
the
monitoring
second, like
kind of a scenario, and then
yeah.
you can probably warn it much ahead of time. We can save lives. Yeah. Great
So
things.
apart from
Okay.
human bridges, these human robots, they can now feel it, because if they press something for holding, or even say robot, you can imagine robot
Hmm.
behaving like a human, he's like handshaking. So you can feel the pressure, and robot can also feel the pressure, how much strain he has applied and how much pressure he
All
should apply.
right. Okay. This is a
We'll
good one.
already prosthetics and
Prosthetics and
rehabilitation.
rehabilitation. Yeah. Absolutely. Very necessary.
So
Okay.
yeah,
So yeah, that is
these are
fine.
the
These are
things
your
things
terminologies.
students should study at their 11th or 12th standard level, or even if someone is at the first year of their engineering or first year of their science course. uh,
Hmm.
i I hope they should keep attention to these minimum terms, like
Okay.
alloy, what is alloy, what is strain, okay, what is
Hmm.
resistance, what is the magnetoresistance, and what is substrate, so base material. So because designing, manufacturing, evolving, improving, so this cycle will go on maybe for next 10
Correct.
years, what we can say. So a lot of scope,
Yep.
I feel.
Yeah.
And even if we like billions of people, so the application, why we have like selected this topic because it has got huge application. So
Yeah, I
definitely
think
it's a billion dollar industry worldwide.
absolutely. I agree with you. So if people have to, rather students have to make career into this, right? What is it that they should study or what opportunities they have?
Yeah, as I said, physics, electrical and electronics, nanotechnology, these are the subjects they should take as an elective or specialization.
Mm-hmm.
And material science, as we say, and manufacturing, the production engineering, because there will be
Yep.
huge scope to manufacture this at uh, what we can say large scale,
Correct.
mass
Correct.
mass production. Yeah.
Mass production. Okay. And what else they can do in this field?
So right now they can, like, if they are in 10th grade or 11th grade and they have
Yes.
maybe just finished exams, so they
Mm-hmm.
try to learn codes because this technology they talk to computer or your smartphone. So we know that Python and C++ is like a mandatory for everyone. So even if
Yeah.
you are like doing BSc physics or BTech in mechanical or material science or production engineering, so I will
Hmm.
recommend that they should learn Python and C++. They should
Python and
join
C++.
robotics club because science competition, robots, and then advanced physics and chemistry is involved here. Material science is involved.
Okay. All
So this
right.
is the future.
This
So
is how
these are,
future looks like. Yeah.
yeah, manufacturing at scale. It's a big challenge even today. So this is
Mm-hmm.
invention. Maybe it may require down the line 2 to 5 years to produce it at large scale. Then system
Okay.
integration will be the next challenge. You need
Sorry.
to talk, this sensor data need to talk to your smartphone.
Hmm.
Okay. We can't now,
I think
nowadays we,
I think these are the challenges which the students will face 5 years, 10 years from now, and if they start doing some research or some orientation towards these challenges, like that is where the opportunity lies. So what we are talking to students is what is going to happen 5 years to 10 years from now in this particular field. So that they can get better prepared, right?
yeah,
So that's the purpose. Yeah.
that's the purpose. And immediate applications will be like, as I said, health, sports, infrastructure, robotics. So these are the four different, and each
Yeah.
is like $1 billion industry. So
Hmm.
combined together, it can be $1 trillion industry. Who knows? It can be there
Yeah.
after 5 years. So huge scope, huge market is there. Mass
Hmm.
production, reducing cost, and all these things.
Those are the challenges. Okay,
Yeah.
great. So if you really need to follow your curiosity and if you want latest in technology or you want explainer on to critical research which is happening today, do visit our Intech Magazine website or join our podcast next time. So see you then. Thank you so much, Dr. Pathak, and we will come up with interesting topic next time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.